All right, Shalom, everybody. About to take off. Get into this quick video, quick live stream. All right. So, all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopefully elect. All right. This live stream is entitled "This Truth is Not Fun for the Whole Family to Enjoy." All right. This truth is not fun for the whole family to enjoy. Before we take off and get into it, what I'm saying in this lesson is the teaching of the truth. This is a war that we're fighting. This is spiritual warfare that we're fighting. Going back and forth against the Edomites, the world, wicked Israelites. These things are for the men of the Lord. The heritage of the Israelites is for the children, for the women, for the men, for the families, for the other, the congregation. The ministry of the prophets is for men, which is the truth of what we're talking about. The truth is not fun for the whole family to enjoy. A lot of times, these Israelites, most of the time, these Israelites, you get that confused. You think just like you get the word camp confused. You'll see women and guys who don't teach. What camp you in? I'm in IUIC. I'm in Jimmy's. You ain't part of the camp. The camp is teachers, preachers. That's what the camp is. The congregation is women, children, old people, family members, whatever. You can't get it confused. Somebody say, "Well, ain't that the same thing?" No, it's not the same thing. The preaching of the gospel. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go right to a scripture. This is based upon a comment that I received. Right? Let's go here and read a few of these. I want you to understand this. So this is Proverbs chapter 8. We're gonna go right to verse 1. And it says this: Doth not wisdom cry and understanding put forth her voice? She standeth in the top of high places, by the way in the places of the paths. She crieth at the gates, at the entry of the city, at the coming in at the doors. Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of man. So at the gates, you have men teaching the word out on the highways and hedges. And what are we doing out there? We really out there looking for other brothers that or people that are of the elect like us to teach, to come into the truth and teach the word. Because the Lord is going to gather the 140. Let me rephrase. The 144,000 are all men. The destruction is being held back until the seals are activated on the Israelites, on the elect of the Israelites. And another thing, the truth is really only for the elect. As you see it down here, this truth is only for the elect. A lot of Israelites, the majority of the Israelites don't understand really what they're doing, what they're involved in. They just here. They think it's about them running around the earth wearing a fringe shirt or a dress with fringes on it or some fun thing to do. You know, you ready to convert your whole life, your whole wardrobe into these Israelite fashions, and you want your whole family, you, the mama, the daddy, the children, everybody in the family, put on the Israelite garb and go down to the temple or whatever you call it, go to the school. That's what you see that a lot among Jake. A lot of these people have their camps and they have beach chairs out there. They got women out there. They got kids. Want to get together for Shabbat and that's not what we're doing here. GMS, GMS really is the ministry of the prophets. We're a school of the men of the Lord, the prophets, the teachers, the preachers, right? And we got sisters that watch. And it's nothing wrong. If you want to take the truth and implement it in your house, you should, right? But you got your children and your family, your wife, how you conduct it, that's all private stuff. Really nobody needs to see that. Now I'm going to show you this comment. I want to read that scripture. Let's go back to it. It says, My voice is to the sons, Salakia. Proverbs 8:4. Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of man, right? And if we go further than that, just bear with me here 1 second. Yeah. I want to get also John 17. See, the elect start with men. John 17:6. And it's not to leave the sisters out. I'm just going directly, okay? Because look, if you are elect man of the most high, and you got a wife and your children, and they do as you tell them to do, more than likely the most high is going to save your household. So this truth is not contingent upon your son, your little 12-year-old, your 13-year, 9-year-old son learning the truth. Nothing wrong with it. But don't come at us trying to tell us about, how I can, I'm gonna show you the comment. I'll show you the comment. It kind of got me a little heated, a little aggravated, because I see more than what's written. Edification for the hopefully elect of Israel, Ezekiel 34 and 31. And ye my flock, the flock of my pasture are men, and I am your God, said the Lord power. It's right there. But see, a lot of these scriptures like this don't get brought out. Jake's so busy trying to make a hustle out of the truth, so therefore you will invite families. You will invite families. Your family is your private thing. Nobody needs to see your family, your wife. That's how all that adultery getting started. Let me say that. This big mess with IUIC and over there with Pastor Dow and damn women and adultery and doing all that. That's the reason why it's like that. And don't think that the other schools are not going through it too. They going through it too. HOI, GOCC, a lot of adultery happens at these places. They don't have to publicize it for us to know that. That's what's going to happen. Whenever you got a bunch of so-called blacks, Latinos, Native American, you got men bringing their wives around other men, that's what's going to happen. You're going to have that. Because human nature, right? And undisciplined. Now, this is John 17 and 6. This is what Yahweh Shah said. I'm going to start at verse 5. He says, and now, O Father, glorify thou me with thine own self, with the glory which I had with thee before the world was. Listen to what the Savior says right here. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Don't mean that a sister ain't gonna know the name of the Lord or won't learn it. Of course they do. They learn it from us through our teachers. But the focus is on the men. I have manifested thy name unto the men because they're the ones going to receive the message. They're going to give out the message. They're going to do the work. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thy word. That's pretty straightforward and to the point, right? Let's get another one. I want to also show you Second Esdras. To lock you here. Just bear with me here. One moment. Screwing up. I'm going to give you one more. Then we'll go to the comment. This is Second Esdras, chapter 8, and verse. I'll start at 60. You know what? I'm gonna go right here to 61. And therefore is my judgment now at hand. These things have I not showed unto all men, but unto thee, and a few like thee. See, so these secrets, these mysteries, these things are revealed unto the meek. Therefore, the teaching of the gospel, and the teaching of the gospel is done by men. There's too much of this pussyfoot, soft, underbelly bullshit going on when it comes to Israelite men and families and all of that. Just the truth in general. Just bear with me here. I see some comments. Some scripts I want to read here. I'm gonna read this one. Jim S. Spiritual Arc, 1 Timothy 4:16. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine. Continue in them, for in this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee. Sure, you're going to instruct your family in the ways of the Lord if they will be instructed in the ways of the Lord. Those of us that have those of you that have small kids or children that's still in school, and your wife is kind of like a believer, like in my house. I'll say this: just two of us. It's me and her. She's not a super Hebrew Israelite. She ain't got a head wrapped, she ain't wearing fringes on her clothes, doing all that. But our house is a Hebrew Israelite house. But you ain't gonna never look up and then look on the side of the camera and see her standing out there with us. You ain't gonna see that. Occasionally she'll be on the comment board, she'll come and say a salutation or whatever, right? But you ain't gonna see her. You might see her moving around the background, but it's gonna be real quick. That's just what it is. It's not for everybody to be oohing and ahhing over your wife, looking at you. Look at the Israelite family taking pictures, going to the fashion show. That's a bunch of pretentiousness, and it's bad news. But whatever. Understand what I'm saying? Because people will come on the comment board soon. The video, you brother, no, this is Hebrew life for all of us. And when did I say that it wasn't? I said the heritage of the Hebrew Israelites is for all our people, but only the elect is gonna get it. And the congregation, that's men, women, children. But the ministry of the prophets, the camp, is men, brothers, right? Anyway, I'm gonna show you the comment. Just bear with me here. Right. This is GMS North Carolina, Elder Hawaii. Amos 3 and 7. Surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealed his secret unto his servants, the prophets. The prophets are men. The prophets are men. They're gonna get the secrets and they're gonna tell them to everybody else. And this brother had it too. See, GMS and his likeness. Acts 15:26. Men that have hazarded their lives for the name of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach. Does that mean that women won't get put to death too? No, it doesn't mean that. Women followed. They followed. Excuse me. When you see in the New Testament, a lot of believers were women. But we talk about the preaching of the truth. This truth in itself is not fun for the whole family to enjoy. Again, if you want to strut your house, you should, according to the ways of the Lord. But don't browbeat and push, because a lot of us got, most brothers, you might be the only one in the truth. You might have a woman that's still kind of partly in the world. Your children is kind of like, they ain't wicked, but they don't consider, they don't conduct themselves as Israelites do. We do the best we can. But for the most part, it's going to be the man or maybe the wife. The wife may be following the truth, trying to get her husband to follow, and he really ain't into it. We just kind of all over the place. GMS Saints of the Most High, 2 Timothy 2 and 2, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men who shall be able to teach others also. Beautiful. Simplistic, yet beautiful, and right to the point, right? Now, I'm going to get this comment. Let's show you this. And I don't just get mad at comments. I really consider what the person is saying. But at the end of the day, we still men. And don't be coming at us with no backhanded, a little soft. That shit get on your nerves, man. All right, so this is a comment I received earlier today. And this is from the video response, Geno Jennings, Schools of Hebrew Israelite, right? So this person, the awakening of Jacob, honest question. If the truth is for everyone, wait a minute. If the truth is truth ain't for everyone. It's for the elect. If the truth is for everyone, how can I let my 11-year-old watch some of this video when you cursing like that? Listen, yes, I know it's not a sin, but kids need to learn the truth also. And you see what I told him? So that means you need to teach your own kids then, which I'll translate it. Teach your own damn youngins then. Right? And this is my thing. If it's a son you're talking about, he's 11 years old. At 12, he's really going to become a man under our ancient way. He becomes a man around about that time. What are you trying to shield him from? You said that cursing is not a sin. Harsh language is not a sin. So what are you trying to shield him from? Are you trying to breed a little pussy? Is that what you want? You're trying to shield him from the harshness of language and the harshness of life? What are you raising, an English major? What are you worried about it for? See, this is the type of shit I'm talking about. Even though it's not a sin, yet you still thought it was a good idea to come on the comment board, like a little lackey, like you scolded me for the way I talk. And by the way, we don't just sit there and use an overabundance of harsh language. We, like, every other word is MF coming out of our mouths. That's just stupid, man. And even when I watched, even with this video, I got a little bit irritated by this Jake looking like a fly, calling himself an Israelite, trying to go on Geno Jennings doing too much. Yeah, I got a little irritated. And I don't remember what I even said about the guy. I might have called him, and I said, a lot of you Israelites, you little bitch ass. What's wrong with that? A lot of these men act like bitches, that like pussies, that like sissies. It's everyday language. You act like we saying all kind of vulgar, terrible, terrible stuff. You coming on the comment board like that. Let's read it again. Honest question. If the truth is for everyone, how can I let my 11-year-old watch some of this video when you cursing like that? Well, that's the key. You teach your own damn youngins, man. You're supposed to be taking notes. This ain't entertainment. We ain't here for your fucking kids. We here for the real truth to come out. You teach your own kids. You don't want them hearing harsh language. You trying to shield them. They got to have virgin ears. You and mama walk around. Y'all just use, educational words. Okay, cool. That's your house. But don't tell us how to talk. Yes, I know it's not a sin, But kids need to learn the truth also. Well, then teach them. Teach your kids what you want them to know. You want them to talk a certain way. You want them to be uppity. You want them to be, high sedity, as they say, down here in the South. Like my mama said, high society. You want that for your kids? Okay, then you instill that in them. They shouldn't be listening to me trying to repeat what I'm saying. And this don't mean that, we got brothers that have their son. I got a grandson, right? Which goes, from occasionally he'll go to class with Brother Yuan. And he around harsh language. We ain't trying to shield him. He ain't but 8. We ain't trying to shield him from that. He know that he can't repeat it, but he understands what that is. Who are you raising over there? What you raising, Mr. Glass Jr.? And then fuck around and get mad at the way I'm saying. Who you talking about? I ain't talking about your kid. I'm just saying, like, you got to be responsible. Okay, you got to be the change you want to see. It's idiotic, wasting time, worrying about the wrong shit. And really, let me show you a video. Really, this is what Jake want right here, and I can't help it. I know y'all probably seen this, but this is what the average Israelite. This is your idea what the truth is supposed to be about. This is what you believe right here. This is what you want it to be, and we're just not this. Let me make sure I'm setting it up here. This is what you want to see and hear.
Keep going. I'm about that life, because I'm an Israelite. An Israelite. You about that life. I'm about that life, because I'm an Israelite. An Israelite. I'm about that life, because I'm an Israelite. An Israelite. I'm about that life. I'm about that life, because I'm an Israelite. Hey, come on. I'm about that life, because I'm an Israelite. An Israelite. 1, 2, 3. I'm about that life, cause I'm an Israelite. An Israelite. You about that life, yep. I'm about that life, cause I'm an Israelite. An Israelite. You about that life, yep. I'm about that life, cause I'm an Israelite. An Israelite. You about that life, yep. I'm about that life, cause I'm an Israelite. An Israelite. Where the culture, I'm a slave. An Israelite indeed. Walk through the streets, everybody know me. I ain't gotta say it loud. Hell yeah, I'm proud. Didn't know it's then, where I bet you know it's now. From the north to the south, gon' bring it out. Lord's how we live, that's what it's all about. To the bruise in the west, wear it on your chest. 6 days we work, on the 7th day we rest. Can't forget about the shot, the sluggers don't fly. Saluting double honors, the Bowie and Elijah. Labor not in vain, the ones that didn't name. Wanna tell you things, cause a lot of lives change. About that life, yep. I'm about that life, cause I'm an Israelite. An Israelite. You about that life, yep. I'm about that life, cause I'm an Israelite. An Israelite. You about that life, yep. I'm about that life.
That's enough. Here it is, Esau preparing goddamn robot dogs, mechanical mosquitoes, goddamn guillotines, meat grinders, your ass at the cookout with Big Nana, with Nana them, talking about you Israelite. I'm about that life. I'm tired of you, Jake. Just to be honest, I'm really tired of these candy ass Israelites. Fucking tired of you, man. You have no concept of what this is even all about. And everything has its place, right? It's a time for a cookout. There's a time for it. But this is what you want. This truth is not fun for the whole family to enjoy. We about to experience some very harsh times. Jacob, can you imagine that in Jacob's trouble? You think I'm gonna have my children and family and everybody can see them and know who they are all over the internet? I ain't gonna do that. That's not even wise, man. It's very foolish. Very foolish. Now, at the end of the day, like I said, the scriptures do tell you You train up your kid, your child in the way that they should go. I saw it on the comment board. I'm gonna bring some of these up. Let's read more scripts here. Just anger inducing. The Family Guy spirit. You got to be careful. What you do behind closed doors, it don't need to be published. You think we don't have cookouts? We don't have family time? We don't do stuff? Is that what you really believe? No, it's not. That's not true. But you don't need to see it. Yahweh Shai, did you ever see Yahweh Shai? There's no record of Apostle Paul and Yahweh Shai and the men of the Lord. We're coming after their stead. You don't read that in the scriptures about the Israelite all white affair. You don't read that anywhere. This is Jim S. Saints of the Most High. Jeremiah 5, verse 1. Run ye to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem, which is where the people, where Israelites are. The people before us a place, and see now and know, and seek in the broad places thereof, if ye can find a man, if there be any that executed judgment, that seeketh the truth, and I will pardon. Now there you can also put sisters in there, because you're looking for those that's going to repent, but your main focus is on the men of Israel. Sure, you're going to have women, sisters, even kids. You're going to have young men at 11, 12, whatever, right? But don't be coming to the prophets trying to berate us about the way we do. I know it's not a sin. Well, if it ain't a sin, what you talking about then, man? Just shut up. Shut up. Stop being so damn weak. Your wife got you on a little string of you. Now, use that kind of language around our kid. Like the brother said, most of these damn kids curse more than we do. Be behind the scene with bubble gum and these motherfuckers chewing bubble gum. They be saying the words. We used to do that shit, be out under the tree, letting it rip. As soon as the grown-ups go in the house, the kids let it rip. Your son probably one of the main damn ones cussing. Imitating Eddie Burford, Martin Lawrence, them. You come with us. Well, it's the truth, brother. You can't be holding the Bible cussing. Get out from around us, man. Don't come around us with that weak shit. We are not. You got to realize we toned it way down. Honest question. If the truth is for everyone, how can I let my 11-year-old watch some of this video when you cursing? Like, well, that's the problem. Don't let them watch it. You get the knowledge of it and you teach it to them. You teach it to them the way you want to. You get the damn, the spelling book. Get your Etch a Sketch or your See and Say, whatever toys and devices you use. This fucking weak shit. How can I let my 11-year-old watch some of this video when you cursing like that? Yes, I know it's not a sin, but kids need to learn the truth also. Well, what they gonna do with it when they learn it? What your children gonna do when they learn the truth? What they gonna do? They gonna go preach it? They gonna go teach it? They need to learn their Israelite heritage, sure, but the preaching of the gospel is for us. It's for the men. That's all. And Salakia, brothers, I'm gonna have to skip a lot of these on the comment board. I'm gonna get behind. Ariach, y'all, 2 Corinthians 11:6. But though I be rude in speech, yet not in knowledge, we have been made thoroughly made manifest, Salakia, but we have been thoroughly made manifest among you in all things. I got one. Let's go to the time when the Lord was on the scene. New Testament. And Jake gonna try to use them same scriptures to corrupt communication out of their mouth. Don't even know what it means. Corrupt communication don't mean you asshole. It doesn't mean that. Corrupt communication is talking about false doctrine mainly. So this is Matthew 26:69. Now Peter sat in the palace, and a damsel came unto him, saying, Thou also was with Yahushua of Galilee. This is after they came and grabbed the Lord up, and Peter was behind, trying to follow, trying to see what's going on, and somebody recognized him. Right? Now Peter sat without in the palace, and a damsel unto him, saying, Thou also was with Yahushua of Galilee. He said, You was with him. I seen you. But he denied before them all, saying, I know not what thou sayest. Lady, I don't know what you're talking about. Get out of my face. And when he was gone out into the porch, another maid saw him, and said unto them that were there, This fellow was also with Yahushua of Nazareth. He was with him. I seen him. And again he denied with an oath, I do not know the man. And after a while came unto him they that stood by, and said to Peter, Surely thou also art one of them, for thy speech bewrayeth thee. He said, You talk just like them Galileans. You was with them. You sound just like you. Where you from? You from South Side? You don't sound like you from North Side. You sound like you from South Side. Your speech bewrayeth you. Then began he to curse. and to swear, saying, I know not the man. And immediately the cock crew. So what was he saying? Well, the scripture don't say, but it said he began to curse and to swear. Get the fuck out my, I don't know the fuck you talking about, lady. We don't know what he said. And that don't mean that you should do it. It's one of those types of things with the harsh language where the ideal thing would be that we didn't use it and we don't just do it because we can. But sometimes you get frustrated, these things slip out. And sometimes the only way to really get your point across is to curse people out. Just to curse them out, just to be honest. And if you know that it's not a sin, what is your problem then, man? Like I said, what are you trying to shield them from? Here, this motherfuckers listen to songs with my booty hole pink, my coochie, whatever this girl's saying. My booty hole, what she say? My booty hole is pink. No, my coochie is pink, my booty hole brown, right? Shake that ass, bitch. They make, whatever they saying. Put your hands on your knees, hands on your knees, hands on your knees. You got a problem with us. Weak, man, weak. Going back a little bit, Arya Chayal, Ecclesiastes 30:3. He that teaches his son grieveth the enemy, and before his friends he shall rejoice of him. You got to teach your sons, especially if he's 11, he about to be 12, 13, on up. Sure, you want them to grow up, but you want them to grow up strong. You cannot shield them from the evils of this world. You just can't do it. You can't shield them from the evils of the world, from the harshness, the harsh reality. Now, we don't call them bitches. We gonna say our wayward sisters. No, they bitches. The scriptures say, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. A female dog is a bitch. What do you want me to say? Our wayward sisters. See, right now, nah, fuck that. They stank hoes, dirty rat hole bitches. I'm sorry. Excuse me, y'all. But sometimes that's what you need to say because this is what they are. Hey, you got a song, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. This is how we grew up in Babylon the Great. We didn't grow up with a silver spoon in our mouth. They ain't gonna start talking all fake just to try to get come on, brothers. I know you educated. So I just tell you, look, you might don't want to watch this. If you can't handle it, man, go watch the Yah Israelites. That's soft shit. You want that? You want that? Them t-shirts, handing out shit. Hey, look, everybody. This Hebrews like candy. We don't have no candy for you. This is Lachama Yakal, Isaiah 58, verse 1. Cry loud, spare not. This don't mean we got to go overboard and do extra stuff, do so much, but we going to get mad from time to time. You see people perverting the gospel. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, torturing our people, coming up with all kind of schemes, trying to give us germs and make us sick. But then now, Mr. Esau, don't do that. You the wicked of the Bible. We gonna kick your butt. No, we gonna fuck you up, Esau. When we get you in the kingdom, when the Lord give us spiritual power, we're gonna tear your ass up. How we gonna say it? We gonna slap. We gonna get our rulers, and we gonna be unkind to you. We get our, we gonna get our scepters. We're gonna treat you very cold, Esau. No, we're gonna beat the shit out of you. Cry loud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression in the house of Jacob their sins. The truth come out harsh. It comes out harsh. And if you can't take it, you in the wrong place. Shapab 12, Jeremiah 5:14, wherefore thus saith the Lord, power of hosts, because you speak this word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them. Woo! That's cold. These scriptures, y'all brothers coming with the scripts. I got one. Let me give you this one since that brother brought that one out. Isaiah 49. So if the word is like fire and these people like wood, it's going to devour them. Shit, what are you thinking about? This is Isaiah 49, verse 1. Listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken, ye people from far. The Lord hath called me from the womb. From the bowels of my mother hath he made mention of my name. Just like with Jeremiah, before he came forth out of the womb, right? Same with Isaiah. Verse 2, and he hath made my mouth like a sharp sword. In the shadow of his hand hath he hid me, and made me a polished shaft. In his quiver hath he hid me. You see that? The prophets wasn't nothing to play around with. There was nothing to play around with. Let's see what Nehemiah said over here, if I can find that. Doggone it. Just bear with me here. Oh, I can't find it. I know y'all killing it on the comment board. Yeah, this is Nehemiah 13, right? Um, you have no idea what the prophets really was like. This is Nehemiah 13:23. In those days also I saw Jews that had married wives of Ashdod, of Ammon, and of Moab, and their children spake half in the speech of Ashdod and could not speak in the Jews' language, but according to the language of each people. Listen, and I contended with them and cursed them and smote certain of them and plucked off their hair and made them swear by the Most High, saying, You shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take their daughters and your sons all for yourselves. The NLT say. Let's see if we can get it here. So I confronted them, the NLT, and called down curses on them. I beat some of them and pulled out their hair. I made them swear in the name of the Most High that they would not let their children intermarry with the pagan people of the land. See? And he was calling curses down on niggas, beating them, fighting them, pulling their damn hair out. Can you imagine that if I run up to you as an Israelite? What you say, niggas, and grab you by your dreads and you start yanking them out? Then that's something you would see. People ain't ready. You ain't ready for the truth, man. You on some little weak. Oh my gosh. Men of Valor, South Carolina, Yeshaya, Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. You can't really teach the way, you start training your kids up in the way, sure. But they gotta know the harshness of, they have to know what it is. This truth, this world, this place you live in, Babylon the Great, you can't sugarcoat shit. Don't get me wrong. You can't, I mean, which one of us gonna have a daughter? We just gonna let her hear all the filth. But you gotta be consistent with it. If you so worried about what the prophet's saying, make sure your daughter ain't listening to no damn Sexy Red, no Sukiyana. You damn sure can't, damn they can't let them watch TV hardly. All this gay stuff going on, all this different shit going on. Don't come to us and trying to filter us. We're gonna do the work that the Lord sent us to do. We're gonna preach the word the way we supposed to preach, and that's what we're gonna do. You can't, don't try to filter us. Shalom, Elder Malcolm Salakia said, when's the edification coming out from these rap artists? Right. It's not. And going back to the song about that life and all that. That's right. Jim S. Saints of the Most High said we're supposed to be in the spirit of mourning, not mirth. And a lot of Israelites just don't really understand that. Yep. I say this at least once a week. I say the phrase, I hate Jake. I said it today. His brother said, I hate Jake sometimes making everything a gimmick. And that song is old. That song is from, how old was that? Well, it was put on this page 4 years ago, but it's older than that. That's way back. This is Ecclesiastes. This is from Elder Hawaii, Jim S. North Carolina, excuse me. Ecclesiastes 7:5. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools. And you need to be rebuked, Jake. You need to hear rebuke. You need to hear harshness. You don't need to hear that, everything gonna be all right now. Everything gonna be all right. No, ghetto bastard, OPP, hip hop hooray. We're not here to give you that. We're here to tell you, man, Esau, like brother said on the comment board, forever chemicals. These devils got all kind of stuff in the works, and your ass too busy in a partying mindset. Salakia, bros, I gotta go on. I done, man, y'all was killing it while I was, explaining and talking trash. So let me go to some of these scriptures that I got. I want to read this one though, because I was thinking of it and it slipped my mind, but this brother got it. Isaiah Allah, Idaho, Hosea 6:5. Therefore have I hewed them by the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth. Right. You see? That's serious. When something is burning you, like I'm gonna make my words in my mouth fire, as people would. They have made my mouth like a sharp sword. This one says I have hewn them by the prophets, right? Why do you think that this language is spoken right here? And then Nehemiah, he was contending with them, cursing them, smiting them, plucking off their hair, making them swear by the Most High. It's right here. And I contended with them and cursed them and smote certain of them, Nehemiah 13:25, and plucked off their hair and made them swear by the Most High. He was getting busy. Nehemiah was, hey, he was going in on them. Now let's see here. Hateth him. The prophets were feared. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, Amos 5 and 10. They hate him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly. And I got to tell y'all this. I've shared with some brothers. One of the brothers from one of the affiliate camps, he had a lesson that he did. He had a steal that somebody posted that said, I was having a great day. And then I ran into a Hebrew Israelite, something like that. We ruin your day. That's what we do, man. Because we bring the heaviness, we bring the severity. We telling you the wrath of the Lord is on the way. You're there playing around, looking up in the sky with your mouth open, and the Lord about ready to flatten fools. The Lord is coming with wrath and fierce anger, right? To lay the land desolate, as the scriptures say. This is Zonamah, Zephaniah 3 and 5. The just Lord is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning does he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. You have to get out of that punk ass, weak, soft underbelly, that simplicity spirit. You got to get out of that shit. And really, most of these jakes, you really just ready to throw up the white flag. Oh, Mr. Esau, let's all be friends. Fuck that. We want the Lord to crush these devils. We ain't gonna never stop saying that. Nothing is gonna be right until these devils are out of the way. You can't avoid the harshness of the scriptures, the harshness of this life, the Hebrew Israelite ministry. You can't avoid it. You're too busy trying to polish it up and make it acceptable for all the people. I heard somebody say today that we get on Bishop Nate then when I made the video the other day about them all on the beach and doing all that, coming down here with Black Bike Week. Talking about we should send them a private memo, get with them behind the scenes. You don't need to see us fighting. Shut your weak ass up. Bishop Nate them stay going off. We're gonna stay on their ass. We're gonna stay on Sakari them. And anybody else to go off, we're gonna be all over you. You can't turn the heat down on this. No, we're gonna turn the heat up, Lord willing. GMS North Carolina, Ecclesiastes 3 and 9. For the blessing of the father established the houses of children, but the curse of the mother rooted out foundations. Okay. And I'm gonna go back here and read this brother got GMS Spiritual Arc. 1 Kings 2 and 12. Then sat Solomon upon the throne of David, his father, and his kingdom was greatly established. It was established greatly. And Adonijah, the son of Haggith, came to Bathsheba, the mother of Solomon, and she said, comest thou peaceably? And he said, peaceably. So you have to understand, you have to establish what Israelite men are up to. But now that dude, Adonijah, was a damn demon anyway. He was trying to steal the throne from King David. And his own brother, King Solomon, had his ass put to death. Which, it had to be so. He was a damn demon. He tried to steal the throne from his father. He tried to steal it from Solomon, should we say. He wasn't the one that was anointed to be king. Yeah, this is I think this is what the brother was really looking for. This is GMS Saints of the Most High, 1 Samuel 16 and 4. And Samuel did that which the Lord spake and came to Bethlehem. And the elders of the town trembled at his coming and said, comest thou peaceably? They were like, shit, we don't know what's going on. It's going to be the same way. We in the kingdom, when the Israelites show up, the nation's going to be kind of worried, like, oh shit, them Israelites here. What does this mean? We about to get somebody about to get laid out. They're going to help us. What they about to do? And we're going to be righteous rulers, though. If punishment comes, it's because somebody deserves that punishment. Y'all just bear with me here. Going through some of these. It's right. Absolutely. Prophets of doom. We the prophets of doom. Doom and gloom. We ain't here to tell you nothing nice. No. All right, so I got some more scriptures here. And then we'll go back to the comment board, y'all. Really, I said about everything I wanted to say. I mean, it's ridiculous. Let me just see what I got here. You read that one. Yeah, so let's go back to the comment real quick. And I want to continue on what we're talking about. So the person asked, asked the question again. Honest question from the awakening of Jacob. If the truth is for everyone, how can I let my 11-year-old watch some of this video when you cursing like that? Well, you got a couple of choices. You can let them watch it with the bad language in it, or you can just teach them yourself. Yes, I know I know it's not a sin, but kids need to learn the truth also. And really, I perceive you too damn lazy to even teach your own youngest, man. Damn, you think as a father, you think if I thought something was bad for my child, I'm gonna go to the person and try to get them to change it? No, I'll stand in the way. I'll stand in the gap and say, you know what? I'm gonna learn this. I'm gonna teach my own son. I don't like the way that guy talk. That's all. Just be a man. Be a man. If you are a man, if you're a woman, be a woman. That's all you gotta do. Just take it into your own hands. But see, Jake is too fucking lazy. A lot of you think we're gonna do everything for you. We ain't gonna do everything for you. You gotta see to your own house. Now, in the scriptures, it shows you both, right? That households were saved, but sometimes households only the man of the Lord gonna be. Well, I'll say it in the future. It gives an indication that only the men of the Lord gonna be saved, and then some show that their family's gonna be saved. But it's gonna depend upon a few different things. We went into it before. You got to search for that understanding out there. You got to search for the understanding. This is the things you need to realize, that if you got small kids who are under your authority and your household follows you, they ain't got to be all super duper Hebrew Israelites. They just do what you tell them to do, right? They don't give you grief. More than likely, the Most High gonna say, if he saved that man, he gonna save his house. If you got kids that's adults, and then even if they live in your house and they doing whatever they want to do, they're adults. They're accountable for their own sins, or they're accountable for their own lives, their own sins as well. But they're accountable for their own lives. It's hit or miss with that. We can't tell you got a 19-year-old who don't never listen, don't want to do nothing. You know, Mom, you always listen to that Israelite stuff. Daddy, you out there with them guys or whatever. You know, they gonna probably be destroyed. They probably ain't gonna make it. So it's balanced with the Lord, as always. It's balanced with the Lord. We're gonna read some of these scriptures here. So this is Ezekiel 14, verse 12. It says right here, the city will not be spared. Right? Now, a lot of time we read these scriptures, these things happen already, but they're going to come again. We can see the similitude for now. The city would not be spared. The people of Jerusalem, all of them ain't going to make it. The truth ain't for everybody. It's for the elect. We're going to jump into verse 13. Ezekiel 14:13. Son of man, when the land sinneth against me by trespassing grievously. First off, a land can't sin. So we know it's talking about the people of the land. When the land sinneth against me by trespassing grievously, then will I stretch out mine hand upon it and will break the staff of bread thereof, and will send famine upon it, and will cut off man and beast from it. Though these three men, Noah, Daniel, and Job, were in it, they should deliver but their own souls by their righteousness, said the Lord power. If I cause noisome beasts to pass through the land, and they spoil it so that it be desolate, that no man may pass through because of the beasts. Though these three men were in it, as I live, said the Lord power, they shall deliver neither sons nor daughters. They only shall be delivered, but the land shall be desolate. See, this is when you got adult sons, daughters, they doing whatever they doing. This ain't talking about your little ones. It's talking about when you got them grown-up sons and daughters, right? Doing their own thing. They doing whatever they doing. The Lord ain't promising he gonna deliver, your whole damn family. Those that follow him, it's really for the chosen, the elect. Or if I bring a sword upon that land and say, sword, go through the land, so that I cut off man and beast from it. Though these three men were in it, as I live, said the Lord power, they shall deliver neither sons nor daughters, but they only shall be delivered themselves. Or if I send a pestilence into that land and pour out my fury upon it in blood to cut off from it man and beast. Though Noah, Daniel, and Job, who represent the elect, were in it, as I live, said the Lord power, they shall deliver neither son nor daughter. They shall but deliver their own souls by their righteousness. Now, on the other hand, if you got kids that are of age, and maybe they still live in the house, even if they don't, you got adult, 18, 17, 19, 16-year-old kids, and they want to follow the truth. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's great. That's a wonderful thing. I'm thinking of a sister that said she had a daughter that was 18, that she followed the truth too. That's good. But she gonna probably get it. She's gonna get a husband. That sister's gonna get a husband. Y'all gonna be in a righteous household. You're gonna be covered. You're gonna be covered. But those that, and then we'll read the scripture with the unbelieving wife, the unbelieving husband. It's all types of what's the word? Provisions being made by the Lord to save who he's gonna save. But all that shit about you trying to shield your son, oh, cover your ears up, them GMS on, cover your ears. How about just don't, how about you just learn then and you teach it to them? Well, I can't say it the way y'all be saying it. Y'all be, man, well then shut up and let us do what we doing. Your child can sift through harsh language. They ain't damn special. You ain't got them in a bubble, do you? Verse 21. For thus saith the Lord power, how much more when I send my four sword judgments upon Jerusalem, the sword and the famine and the noisome beast and the pestilence to cut off from it man and beast. Yet behold, therein shall be left a remnant that shall be brought forth, both sons and daughters. What? Yeah, the Lord got an elect, and it's got kids in it, it's got sons, men and women, old people, right? All age groups is part of the elect. And it's not dependent upon whether we say harsh language or not. It ain't dependent upon them getting a damn fringe shirt or going through their closet and taking a roll of fringes and putting fringes on everything that they got. The Lord that's not going to do anything. That's outwardly shit, man. Got to get with it, Jake. Get with it. This is about faith. Yet behold, therein shall be left a remnant, which is the elect, that shall be brought forth, both sons and daughters. Behold, they shall come forth unto you. Ye shall see their way and their doings, and ye shall be comforted concerning the evil that I have brought upon Jerusalem. The overall people of Israel, the Israelites, they're going to get done up. Them cartel members, them drug dealers, them strippers, them hoes, and, all kind of whatever people doing. Witches, warlocks, they're going to get it. False prophets, even concerned that all I have brought upon it. Idol worshippers, and they shall comfort you when you see their way and their doings, when you see their ways and their doings, and ye shall know that I have not done without cause all that I have done in it, saith the Lord power. And sometimes when we give you the severe warning, these harsh warnings, we will say bad words. Bad words. We will say harsh language. We'll be cussing sometimes. But we're trying to impress upon you the importance of what the Lord is going to do. All that fairy tale shit, where you got the Jewish Israelites that want to be all extra clean. They got the little yarmulkes on. They got the braids underneath. He walking with his staff. He got a staff, the armbands on. Nigga, looking like what's his dude name? Kung Fu. David Carradine, grasshopper, walking the earth, going from place to place. That's a fairy tale, man. We live in Babylon the Great, the worst place it's ever been. We're gonna be a little harsh, a little rough around the edges. But hey, you can't make unclean what the Lord has made clean. If Yahweh Shem Yahushua gonna save us, and we got that in Revelation 14, right? And I saw a brother had Isaiah 6 earlier. The Lord is gonna cleanse us. People love to try to attach negativity to us, but we doing what you saying you doing. You saying you repented, and the Lord is merciful. Why you so worried about what we doing then? We can't get mercy from the Lord? Y'all the bad Israelites. We gonna get mercy. If we be saved, it's because the Lord is merciful, not because of what we did, not because we all extra shiny, bright. A lot of these people got the wrong concept of what is really even going on. The Lord ain't saving us because we are extra super duper righteous. He's saving us because he chose who he wanted to save, and who he wanted to save, he put his spirit on. And who he put his spirit on, they're going to teach the word. They're going to follow his word. That's all. You a little bit over concerned about what we be doing. Worry about what you doing, which is obviously nothing. A lot of you out there ain't doing shit. You worrying about us. Let us do what we doing. We teaching the word, the way the Lord got it coming out. We gonna say harsh language from time to time, man. We've been raising from all walks of life. Every one of us didn't go to college and have PhDs or whatever, but some of us did. Jeremiah 15 verse 1. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. I love Moses and Samuel, but all the rest of it was like, they ain't like them. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, such is for death to death, such is for the sword to the sword, and such is for the famine to the famine, and such is for the captivity to the captivity. Some Israelites gonna die in the FEMA camps. Some gonna die in other parts of Jacob's trouble. Some gonna die in shootouts. Some gonna kill each other. Some gonna starve to death. The missiles gonna get another portion. And I will appoint over them 4 kinds, said the Lord, the sword to slay, and the dogs to tear, and the fowls of the heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. Some will get eaten by wild animals, right? Some will get tortured. Some of them Esau gonna get them. He gonna pour all of their mouth or whatever he do. See, it's gonna be all kind of different ways. All kind of different ways Israelites gonna wind up dying. And we talk about the 2/3. The 2/3. I like what this brother got. GMS Spiritual Arc, Romans 9:14. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? Yahweh forbid. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy. Right? The Lord's going to show mercy to who he want to. And if your little 11-year-old, 12-year-old, 13-year-old boy or girl, man or woman, young woman or young man, if he won't save him, he's going to save him. Think they're going to lose their salvation because they hear us say harsh language? Like I said before, what are you trying to shield them from? What are you afraid that they're going to hear? The world is harsh. They need to know the truth. That's what's been held back from our people that's got them in this messed up state. They've been deprived of the truth. You got to tell people the truth. And if you use harsh language, sometimes they come out like that. Hebrews 4:12, the brother Hebrews 4:12, and GMS Good Soldier got Romans 8:33. Who shall lay anything to the charge of the Most High's elect? It is the Most High that justifies. He's going to justify us. If we save, whoever else he save, he's going to justify him. Yahweh's blood is covering. GMS must endure. Second Esdras 9:22. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. The majority of Israelites that were born, they just playing out their roles. That's what they're doing. And all the people of the earth, they just playing out their roles, their background. The elect is the stars of the show. And the most of the 144,000, they were all men. And a great portion of the innumerable multitude of men, but we know that women is a bunch of women because men gonna have wives, right? Many wives. Some are gonna be children. Some women gonna be pregnant with children when they go into the chariots, we believe. Some gonna have babies while we in Jacob's trouble. Some will get impregnated while we in Jacob's trouble. Who knows? Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain, and let my grape be kept and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. Right. It's about the elect, baby. GMS the basis, Elder Yakir from GMS Chicago, Shalom, 1 Thessalonians 2:4. But as we were allowed of the Most High to be put in trust with the gospel, even so we speak, not as pleasing men, but the Most High which trieth our hearts. The Lord know what we doing. You think he just, the Most High sit up there saying, y'all brothers doing a lot of videos, but I hate the cussing. We're flawed individuals. We ain't perfect. We ain't never try to make ourselves out to be the, we ain't like Bishop Nate. We ain't gonna come in ride on no horse with flashing robes, garments, beautiful flowing garments. No, we ain't doing all that. Verse 5, for neither at any time use we flattering words, as ye know, nor cloak of covetousness. Power is witness. Yahweh is witness. Nor of men sought we glory, neither of you, nor yet of others. We might have been burdensome as the apostles of the anointing. And I have to say that I admire those brothers like Elder Yakir. He don't use a lot of harsh language. I don't recall hearing him say a lot of bad words. Elder Yashwama don't say a lot of bad words. Elder Malcolm don't say a lot of bad words. But if you listen to Elder Bishop Benadizak, if you listen to me, Apostle Hart, certain of us, we use harsh language. Some more than others, but it ain't like we don't know what we saying. Like we don't know what we teaching. And it's not gonna be, look, the Most High ain't gonna, okay, I gotta give you an A-, brother. You was an outstanding teacher, but you said shit. No, you can't have that. We just teaching the word. We get all into it. We got passion, so sometimes these words slip out. It's just what it is, man. And over the years, the older I get, I don't even hardly try all that much. Like I'm gonna just try real hard and wrestle myself. Don't cuss. I don't even try. I just teach. I teach better when I'm not thinking of, okay, watch out. Don't say this. Don't say that. Of course, like we said, we ain't gonna just go overboard, but we need to be able to say what we need to say. edification for the hopefully elect of Israel. Revelation 22:11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be. What you do in the earth is going to come back. What you doing towards the Lord's name is going to come back. Right? Your works are going to show forth. That's all. You do what you're supposed to do. Let us do what we doing. We read that one. Read Jeremiah 15. I got another one over here. I got a couple more. We just about finished. 2 Corinthians chapter 6. And I'm going to start up here at verse 14, but I really want to get down here to the bottom. Matter of fact, I'll just jump in here at 17. Yeah. 2 Corinthians 6:17, it says, wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you, and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord Almighty. Okay, so we're going to be separate from everybody else. And like I said, if a man, you should order your household. It's easier when you're an older man or woman, or even if you're younger, you're able to order your whole household in the ways of the Lord. That's good. But the truth is not fun for the whole family to enjoy. This ministry of the prophet. This is for men. This is rough stuff. The sisters that watch, they can receive most of the stuff that we're saying, but some of the things they can't even receive. Some of it might be a little bit too difficult for them, But we on the level of teachers. We're disseminating the word of the Lord throughout the whole earth. That's all we do throughout the whole earth. And our children that they ain't gonna be on the level with us. It is Jake really want his son to be sitting next to him, his daughter, his wife, everybody sitting together watching the Israelite video, like you watching Hebrews and Negroes. Okay, everybody, get the popcorn. We about to watch the Israelites. That ain't what we doing here. If that's what you want to do in your house, then you got to be. We're gonna have class. And then the niggas have a class. Got his daughter, granny in there. Granny arguing with him about the Bible. Well, I don't know, baby. I've been going to church a long time. That ain't for that. A lot of Jakes like to take the truth. You trying to make it into a prop, like you gonna, cut people and do all that. Invite the Jehovah's Witnesses over, and you gonna invite the Mormons over. We gonna study together. Stop all that, man. We giving these warnings. We watching for prophecy, and we ready to get the hell out of here. All the rest of that stuff that the people are doing, you wasting time. You are wasting time. Again, the Hebrew Israelite heritage is for the Israelites, kids, and all that. That's their heritage, sure. But the truth is for men and some women. But the truth is really for men. The teaching of it is for men. This truth is, like the brother said, this is serious business, man. You wait, they're gonna start. It's gonna get a whole lot. It's gonna get real ugly quick, because the Lord been having the warnings going out a lot, and people you're not being respectful of what the warnings have been going out. There's a lot of playing around, a lot of cash grabbing, Cash App, family, Patreon, GoFundMe. Okay, pretty soon it's gonna be digital. Money gonna be digital, and then what you gonna do? What you gonna do then, 501c3ers? You gonna be in trouble. GMS Hawashai Nawana, Ecclesiastes 33:18. Hear me, O ye great men of the people, and hearken with your ears, ye rulers of the congregation. Give not thy son and wife, thy brother and friend power over thee while thou livest, and give not thy goods to another, lest it repent thee, and thou entreat for the same again. You can't let your family rule over you. As men of the Lord, you got to teach the truth. Yeah, here we go. You don't got no point awakening. My point is, brother, control. You didn't say that. You said it the way you said it, man. And I don't even know what you're saying. Or else you have Capro, what? English. I don't speak Russian. Like I told you on the comment board, you need to teach your own damn young. Just teach your own kids. That way you don't got to worry about it. Control it. You think we ain't controlling it? Sit here and did a whole lesson. How many, you probably can count on two hands how many bad words I said. You act like we just saying MF, you son of, we just going on and on. No, you just need to get with it, man. If you can't stomach it, go find your group that you can watch. Or there's brothers in GMS that hardly even talk harsh. You should get with them. Watch them. Jim S. Virgin Island straight gay, but then occasionally even them brothers though. They see Sakari doing, they gonna let it rip. Then what you gonna do? Jim S. Virgin Island straight gay. Brother Nabala, Shalom. 2nd Ezra 14:14. Listen, let go from the immortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature. We've been weak all our lives. Here we got our manhood back, and here you come. You know, you said it's not a sin. What are you worrying about it for then? And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and hasty to flee from these times. And the thing is this: when we know something is not a sin, I'm really not thinking about it because it's not a sin. I'm not going against the Lord by letting it rip occasionally. I ain't going against the Lord by doing that. If I'm committing sin, then I'm worried. But if I'm not committing sin, I'm not worried. I don't care what people think and how they looking at y'all making Israelites. I ain't shit. We under the curses. We are a proverb, a byword, and reproach. We can't look worse than we've been looking. Just get out of the way already. And set aside the thoughts of the most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. We ready to go. We ready to go. And why does he say this? For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. That's right. A lot of terrible shit is on the way. Ooh, did I say shit? A lot of terrible manure is on the way. That don't even sound right. A lot of terrible crap is coming down the pipe. A lot of blood, the faucet of the blood about to open up and pour out all over individuals. That's what's about to happen. You trying to counsel me on how I'm talking. And I would like for you to tell me what you're saying right here, or else you have caprolalia. What is that? What is that? That Italian dish? Tell us what you're saying, man. I don't even know what you're talking about. That's it. Try teaching your family the story about how the Benjamites got the name Little Benjamin. See how offended they get. Right. Or about the concubine that got split into 12 parts because the men kept, doing what they was doing. The apostles had a series, The Nastiness of the Scriptures. Man, you really don't understand the book you're reading. You better understand. Jim S. North Carolina. We're not Jewish. We ain't trying to put on an image for the world. A lot of Jakes still don't really get that. You keep hearing Jake saying we supposed to be an example to the nation. How? Under the curses. How under the curses, man? Yeah, Jake trying to be our extra educated. Okay, so a brother looked it up because he couldn't elaborate. And forgive me, I don't know that word. I know a lot of words, but caprolalia is a medical term for involuntary swearing or the utterance of socially inappropriate obscene. Come on, man. Really? You think that's what I'm doing? Motherfucker. I got Tourette's. I can't stop. Asshole, bitch. Then I go back to reading the words. Come on, man. I don't have Tourette's syndrome. When you looked at that nigga, let me show you something. Which one of y'all, and me included, when you looked at this dude on this video, let me bring him up. Hold up. Just bear with me here. If I can get it to come up. It ain't coming up. Which one of y'all, when you looked at this nigga right here, with that terrible shirt on up there, with them fucking dark shades on and his dreads down his back, which one of you didn't get seething anger coursing through your veins because he was doing too much and he's making us all look bad? That deserved harsh words. Man, I didn't even say what I wanted to say. He was out of place. And it burned me to the core. But here this guy is telling us we gotta watch how you talk, brother. You need to go watch the Jewish Israelites, man. Yeah, like Christian pastors, we ain't gonna do that. Elder Pascal Bars, you're in trouble now. See, if he's offended at harsh words, what will he do when terrors are rained upon this earth? That's what we're saying. It's about to get way ugly. You worry about how I'm talking. And then, like I said, in that video, I didn't even do a whole lot of bad words. Brother said Jake always want to be talked to like a child, soft spoken. Yeah. As soon as the professor at school fussed at him, he read, I'm going back to that class no more. Elder Pascal said, Jake, you're too goddamn feminine and you play too fucking much. Now get offended at that. It is. I can't add to it. There it is. You seen it. Socially that's socially inappropriate, brother. Now. Right. The brother said calling that dude a fly was accurate. Did he look at him? It even now, and I put the thumbnail like that on purpose. Even if you was, and then you had other Jakes coming on the comment board, that bro, nah, man, Geno Jennings set that up. That guy ain't no Hebrew. I told one guy on the comment board, yeah, I believe he was a real Israelite because you have some Israelites that are just that dumb. You don't go on Geno Jennings. You learn 5 scriptures, now you ready to go against this Mac Daddy. I call Geno Jennings because he's slick. He's slick, man. You ain't gonna just because you know some scriptures, you know how to cut people. You watch Adam, what's them guys, Watchmen for Israel. You ain't ready to go against a false prophet that's under the possession of Satan. You ain't ready to go against him. You got played, but in the process, you made all this look like, not really, but you made us look like we didn't know what we was talking about. Take your stupid ass up there, dreads, little stringy Rick James dreads, dark shades on like a fly, that ugly shirt. You up there, the writings of Paul, he hustled you because Paul did write Romans. He made you believe Paul didn't write Romans. That's how bad you look, man. And that made me angry. And we have passion for the word. So from time to time, we gonna show our passion, man. You can't get mad at that. Like I said, to that guy, you should probably just find some new channels to watch. GMS North Carolina, Matthew 11:6. And blessed is he whosoever shall not be offended in me. Right. You can't be following the Lord. You're gonna see a lot worse things than this. What you gonna do when people, start turning their back on the truth and going back into the world? Because that's gonna happen. Persecution gonna come, and a lot of Israelites going, "Oh, I ain't no Israelite. Nah, I'm going Esau. What's wrong? What's wrong if we take the chip?" That's why they're asking all the questions over and over about the chip now. They're trying to condition themselves so that when it comes, they can take it and feel good about it. That's why the false prophets are so effective when it comes to that. I got one more scripture here. Keep this in mind. Like the theme that we was going with earlier, right? The elect is going to be saved regardless. You're going to have all kind of situations. You're going to have a situation where only the men of the Lord are going to be saved. Only the women of the Lord are going to be saved, and their family members going to get destroyed. Then you're going to have situations where a whole household going to be saved because they followed the lead of the father, or the leader, when the mother was, negotiating with the kids and teaching them little things here on the side, and the husband might fall in line when he see the wife, and he gonna wind up getting saved because of her. It's right here in the scriptures, but we can't tell you the who, what, when, where, and how. We just know what the scriptures say. This is 1 Corinthians 7, and I'm gonna jump in here at verse 13. I'm sorry, verse 12. It says, "But to the rest speak I, not the Lord. If any brother hath a wife that believeth not, and she be pleased to dwell with him, let him not put her away. And the woman which hath an husband which that believeth not, if he be pleased to dwell with her, let her not leave him. For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife, and the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. Else were your children unclean, but now are they holy." And this ain't gonna be in every situation, because sometimes you're gonna have a woman that's a believer, the man's not a believer, and he gonna do something out of the way, and the Lord might checkmate him and just take him off the planet. Then you're gonna have a situation where a woman that's been telling her husband about the truth, and he might just not be a demon about it. He may just not be into it yet. He may need to be shown something. The Lord may cut that woman mercy, or show that woman mercy by making that man wake up to the truth, or start to follow. And because of that, the children, everybody gonna be saved, and vice versa with the men. Many of us got women that follow, but they're not dedicated like we're dedicated. But they see things. They over a period of time. If you got a woman that's wise, you a man that you teaching the word, you doing what you're doing. She ain't giving you grief. She ain't being a demon. But on the other hand, she's not actually in the truth. You know what I mean? But she may come around. Or the most time, if she ain't a complete demon, the Lord wind up saving her and your little ones because of it. You just gotta have faith. It ain't got nothing to do with, well, my brother, I got my son. My son is 12, and I made sure I got him all new shirts, and all of them got fringes. He go to school, he play football, but he still wears fringes on his jersey. That's stupid. Don't be one of them people. Elder Apostle Gabar, daily edification, Luke 5:37. And no man put a new wine in the old bottles, else the new wine will burst the bottles and be spilled, and the bottles shall perish. And he says, no one puts new wine in old bottles. See, and we have to be new creations. We have to be. I think that's how it's spoken in the scriptures. And the scriptures speaking, man. And sometimes we even with that we say, man, a lot, a lot. We ain't extra, we're not extra. What's the word? Polished. Right. Elder Pascal Bar said Geno Jennings is an old broken crusty bottle. He is. But against the average Israelite who don't really know, a false prophet will make you look like you don't know what you're talking about. And that Jake was not ready. And that's what made us so angry. If don't jump up and try to act like you're going to debate somebody, you're going to go in front, because Jake do that. You start listening to the scriptures, you see the brothers out there teaching, and then you go and try to, if a Christian read the scriptures and he study, the average Israelite, you can't hardly, you should be able to deal with them, but sometimes they'll trick you with little tricky shit like Geno Jennings did. He had that dude read the scripture, Tertius said he wrote this epistle, and that made everybody in the church start clapping like he had cut you, man. All he had to do was go to Romans 1. In the beginning, Paul, the words of Paul. He didn't know nothing about what the scribes were, nothing like that. That was source of our anger. We care about the truth. This guy took the truth and made it of none effect, almost. It was a bad showing. I'll say it like that. And I didn't appreciate that. So that's where the frustration and the harsh language came in. But it wasn't a whole lot like this guy was trying to say. Daily edification 4, Proverbs 17:16. Wherefore is there a price in the hand of a fool to get wisdom? Seeing he hath no heart to it. Beautiful scriptures coming out. So let's read this one more time and then we'll close out. So the brother asked, or this individual asked, honest question: if the truth is for everyone, which we have said is not for everyone, it's for the elect, how can I let my 11-year-old watch some of this video when you cursing like that? Yes, I know it's not a sin, but kids need to learn the truth also. And I'm going to say it like I told you again. If you know that it's not a sin, what is your issue? What is your issue? Like I said, I don't have Tourette syndrome. We just break out into fits of anger, rage, and cussing. Nobody can stop us. I said that. So that means you need to teach your own kids then. And that's what you should do. You should teach your own kids. Stop being lazy. Learn the truth and teach your own youngest. If you're so worried about what they're doing, but what are you trying to shield him from? 11, if he's 11 and it's a boy, like I said, he about to be 12. He about to be at the age of accountability. He's going to be a man soon. What are you trying to shield him from? What do you think he's, like I said, you got Sexy Red, all this stuff on TV. He must not even watch TV. He must not even go to public school or nothing then. Because that's all he's going to see all day in Babylon Greatest. Filth, 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 filth. That's it. Us saying a few harsh language words, getting on the wrong, wicked Israelites, that ain't gonna hurt the kid. But whatever, man. Ain't worried about it. It's just an opportunity to bring out a lesson. Hadn't done the lesson today, so I said I would, go into that. When I read it, I was like, man, my head was on fire. But I was able to calm down a little bit. So throughout everybody for your scriptures, for the support. All right. GMS Virgin Islands says, I bet they let that child watch R-rated movies here in Babylon. Right. Jake love to do that though. You got a lot of Israelites that get uppity, like you try to use the big word, He wouldn't even come back and tell me what he meant. But unless brothers might have blocked him, I don't know. But we ain't worried about it, man. Just teach your own kids. If the harsh language is too much, like we'll try, but I ain't gonna trip over, fall over back or tripping over myself trying not to say ass or shit because your kid might be listening. I'm just not gonna do it. This is for men. This truth is not fun for the whole family to enjoy. The Hebrew Israelite heritage, that's for your children to enjoy. That's for for the family, as it were. But it's teaching of the gospel. This is men over here. So understand that before you let your kids click on. Okay. And that's it. We'll see you again soon, Lord willing. The water again, everybody, for listening. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Shalom to the hopefully elect. See you soon, Lord willing. Shalom.